Hi, this is Mr. V, and in this video we are going to learn how to convert units of speed. So, to start with, I want you to remember this equality. 1 meter per second is the same as 3.6 kilometers per hour. And we can use this statement to change between meters per second and kilometers per hour. Now these two, meters per second and kilometers per hour, they are the two most common ways of representing velocities and speed. And being able to convert between them is really useful. So in order for us to move from meters per second to kilometers per hour, we are going to multiply by this number here. We call that the scale factor. So we're going to multiply by 3.6. How do I know I need to multiply? Well, to make 1 turn into 3.6, we have to times by 3.6. If I want to go backwards from kilometers per hour to meters per second, I'm going to do this in reverse. I'm going to divide by 3.6, the scale factor. Now, if you have any of these equalities at all, whether it be maybe meters to inches, or maybe you want to go from pounds to kilograms, as long as you know what the scale factor is, you can do this process with any conversion you need to do. Alright, so over here, in our example, we have a baseball pitch that was thrown at a velocity of 42.1 meters per second. It's a pretty good throw. What is this in kilometers per hour? So sometimes one is more useful than the other, and you want to be able to change between them. So I'm going to start this by writing down what I'm starting with, meters per second. And I'm going to change that into kilometers per hour, and this is going to be an equivalent answer. They mean the same thing. Now you notice over here, we're going from meters per second to kilometers per hour, and we said to do that we need to multiply by 3.6. So to convert this, I'm going to go 42.1 times 3.6, and now it is in kilometers per hour. Now work out what that actually is though. That's not a very pretty answer. So 42.1 times 3.6 equals 151 point, and that'll round up to 6 kilometers per hour. And now you can look at this and go, that's a pretty fast throw. 150 kilometers per hour, that's not slow at all. Alright, now in earlier videos we did talk about how important it is to make sure your units match. And in this example, we have these odd units of centimeters and minutes. And so we're going to want to convert those before we do any calculations. Now, the standard is to turn distances into meters and to turn time into seconds. They're the standard units. So in solving this problem, I'll go to these standard units, and then we'll work out the rest of our answers. So before I'm going to do my calculations, I'm going to take 300 centimeters, and I'm going to turn that into meters by dividing by 100. (300) divided by 100 is 3 meters. And I'm also going to take my minutes, 2.4 minutes, and I'm going to turn those into seconds by multiplying by 60. Now I can't do that one out of my head. 2.4 times 60, 144. Now that these are in standard units, it's pretty easy to calculate our velocity using the rule. 3 meters divided by 144 seconds. And I'll use my calculator here again. 3 divided by 144. That's a pretty small number, 0.02, and I'll add a few extra decimals here, 0.8 meters per second. Now we wanted to know what this was in both meters per second and kilometers per hour. So to turn this into kilometers per hour, I'm now going to multiply by 3.6. So this is the same as 0.0208 times 3.6 kilometers per hour. And again, bring out the calculator. That number times 3.6 equals 0.075 kilometers per hour. That's teeny tiny, but remember, this is a snail. They're pretty slow. And that is how we can convert units in order to help us solve speed equations.